welcome to another episode of Passion Beer. I am Mike, here with Shane and Nick. And Shane, why don't you tell us what we have today?
Mike, I'm glad you're here because this is the Westvleteren 12. This is the Westy AKA 12. The Westy 12, yeah, for those who are too lazy to
Hey, watch it there.
We're too stupid.
No.
Too American.
Yeah. This is it's a Belgian Quadrupel, 12% ABV, I believe. Really rated kind of like number 2 in the world, I think, right now on BeerAdvocate.
Wow.
Used to be number 1. I think there's...
I don't know what
it's
beer. It's a Belgian quad as well?
It's a Belgian quad, yeah. So, I mean, definitely a really, really good beer. None of us have had it before, right?
No.
Yeah, and you were saying that this one, we can tell that it's essentially straight from Belgium because there's nothing on it.
Yeah, we got nothing on this except for the actual cap that has the date on it. So this is actually... The best by date is 2012, so we're actually at an 09 bottling date. So we're almost at 3 years in the bottle. So hopefully this one should be pretty good.
Yeah, it's been aged a little bit. Hopefully under the right conditions.
You guys ready?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wow, that is a great pour, Shane.
Good job on the pour, Shane.
I mean, you got a golden caramel color. You get a little bit of yeast and suspension there, but nothing overwhelming though. Nice mild lacing around the glass.
For 12% though, you're not expecting too much lacing.
You know what?
Exactly.
For a Belgian quad, this is exactly what I've come to expect. Though
it's actually slightly darker than I was expecting, but
really, for a quad,
yeah.
Oh.
That smells a lot.
I don't get out much. No, my fiance keeps me in the apartment, so
it smells nice and sweet though.
Keeps him in the apartment.
Nicholas, what do you smell?
I get a lot of caramel, and I mean there is
some raisins, right?
That backbone with a lot of raisins and darker fruits, coming through
for sure
on that.
But there is that little bit of there's that little funky twinge to it,
right?
Yeah, there's a little something much. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with that Belgian yeast, though.
It is that yeasty funk
for sure.
If you know it, and you don't for being 12%. No alcohol smell.
No, there's really not, which is nice. Yeah,
very nice. Bodes well for what we should expect when we finally taste it. So let's do that.
Well, cheers, guys. Let's try this out for the first time. That's fantastic. I mean, I love that. A lot of that has that multi-profile, like we described, but those dark fruits. I mean, it practically mimics the aroma that we were describing. That multi-profile and then that dark fruits that play off of each other. And, I mean, you do get a little of that Belgian yeast in there, but nothing overwhelming.
The Belgian yeast is enough to kind of set it off a little bit.
Yeah, there's no alcohol burn either for 12%.
This is really a great, malt showcase, in my opinion. This is what malt can bring to a beer.
See, the thing is with this,
there's not a lot of that there's no bitterness, there's no hop. Right. This is what malt does for a beer.
And the thing is with this beer, I think in comparison to some other American style quads or even some Belgian quads that they make, I think this one has that smoothness. Now that could be also from the almost 3 years of kind of sitting in the bottle. However, I think it has a very good smoothness. It's not brash in the alcohol.
Absolutely not.
It's not overwhelming in the malt profile, the hop profile. I mean, it's very
delicious.
Very
smooth. It's extremely easy.
It's crazy smooth. Yeah. I mean, for the beer that it is, that's awesome.
Shane, I would like you to go out and get us a fresh bottle of this so we can do a comparison.
Already done, guys. No, really, I have a bottle that was bottled in 2011. So 2009, 2011. I think we need to do that next.
Shane, I'm impressed, yet mildly disappointed that you didn't bring here so we could do a little vertical.
I'm going to start with you. You're talking it up, so what do you think?
You know what? For what it is, and because you keep pouring more and more into my glass, I'm going to have to go with a solid 95. I absolutely love this beer. It is fantastic. Nothing but exceptional, especially from the Belgium sense.
Right.
Especially being the quad.
What'd you go with?
94.
Okay.
It's not overwhelming on alcohol or anything. It's just a fantastic beer. I love this one, and
man, you might have to share some of that. I give you a lot of beer.
Maybe not.
Mike, what do you think?
I am going to go 95. This is really, really great. I love a beer that's able to showcase a particular element to say this is what you can do with it, right. and especially a beer that sticks to a traditional method of brewing, a traditional ingredient list.
Right.
I really like this. I love the malts. The little funkiness brings some difference to it. I love the yeast. Good job. I would.
You're dying over here, Shane.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I would.
Thanks, man.
I was halfway joking. I would like to try a fresh one.
Right. Which I do have, so I'm more than happy to.
This is really good. I really enjoy this beer.
No, I think personally I'm with Mike on this. I think I'm a 95 solid. I think for the other quads that I've had, I don't think this is, let's say this is above the other quads that I've had.
This has set the standard. Like,
this has set
the
the standard, right. Yeah, I mean, I think there's really nothing, absolutely there's nothing offensive about this beer. There's nothing really challenging about this beer. It's a very balanced quad, and I'm kind of interested to see if that's because it's kind of 3 years in the bottle at this point. So I think the fresh, Westvleteren 12
it's
would
also,
kind of judge that, yeah. It's a damn good beer. All right,
beer.
we're good.
On that note, cheers. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Best Beer.
See you next time.
Thanks.